here, and welcome back to episode 3 of our adventures in the Age of Wonders. This is the fledgling empire of Farseer Macha. She has her throne city of Bieltan. We have Ulthway to the southeast, which we gracefully liberated from some halflings, and the island vassal city-state of Leandris, which we hope to fully annex shortly. On the ground, meanwhile, we have the new hero which joined us, Lucius the Beastmaster. He's an archdruid. Haven't seen him in action yet. He's going to try and raise an army in our capital when he can. We have Malgus, the stinky vagrant, in Ulthway trying to raise an army, and our main army, Farseer Macha, alongside her personal bodyguard, Izinia the War Maiden, and her awesome vigilant trait, is kicking some ass in the north, trying to clean up around Leandris. We do have this quest to do over here to defeat these wisps. They are most likely going to come and attack us without us moving, actually. And when we complete that, I think we get a nice Griffon. Yeah, we get a Griffon rider. We can send that guy down to join Malgus in Ulthway. And next turn, we're also going to summon this fantastic creature. And we'll see what we get. We're guaranteed to get a tier 2 unit. It's usually a Wyvern or some other kind of flying thing. But there is a chance to get some nasty tier 3 stuff too. Oh, you meet Gustav. We met another player. Okay, here they are coming to attack us, these wisps. Wisps can be very annoying. They don't have much hit points and don't do a huge amount of damage, but they are incorporeal, so will resist 60% of physical damage, and they are completely immune to air damage. So Marker's shock bolts over here are not actually going to do anything. So we might have to just use her magic fist spell. That's not a good place to put her because she's going to be blocking paths. Let's use this, which is physical damage. Up to 11, not too bad. They also have, where is it? Static shield, which is really annoying. Every time you melee attack them, you have a chance to be stunned, which can set you up for some nasty things. They can be very dangerous when they are combined with some other stronger units. They can also teleport in behind you with phase and kind of turn you around and annoy you that way. I wonder if they might just all teleport on our flanking positions right now, so let's make sure we are all defended. Izinia, you're going to get boxed in if you go that way. Can you reach with your crossbow? Nope. And hunters move up. Okay, let's see if they teleport or if the AI doesn't do it because we defended. Moving forward. Okay, they're not using their phase. I thought they'd maybe go after Farseer Macha because she used a spell, so she couldn't defend. Range penalty. Can we move up to here? We can. Some good rolls, but not quite enough to finish them off. We're going to send in our Griffon to do so. Hopefully he doesn't get stunned. Yes, we are elves, so we have high resistance, so are good at resisting that kind of thing. Stuns and all that. Let's send our Phantasm Warriors in. Unfortunately, they're not going to do much damage because usually they do damage on 2 channels, but because those guys are immune to air, they're only doing their physical damage. Those guys leveled up though. Izinia, fire your crossbow from a better position than that, please. Oh, get a crit, maybe. No. Did not get a crit. We might charge with Macha. Mariners with their pistol, doing some solid damage here. And Macha, oh, she can't reach those guys. Should have shot these fellas. We'll just use another fist and finish those guys off. Nice. Should be able to clean this up in this turn. Look at them teleporting onto my hunters. Getting a flanking attack, very annoying. And now, flanking attack on Macha herself. Phantasm Warriors finish those guys off. What do these guys get as they level up? What do they get at Elite? They get Shock Protection and Tireless. Tireless is really good on those guys. So, what do we get? We do want to get some XP on. Let's get some XP on Izinia. We can now flank these guys. Oh, I should have used Warcry. Yay. She resisted the stun. Macha can't move away without getting hit. And now, look, she got stunned because of that melee attack. We can finish them off with the Griffon Rider. He's going to crit them. Boom. And he got stunned right at the end there. So that's going to give us that quest, which will give us a nice Griffon Rider. I'll take that reward for sure. And we're going to fly you straight down to join Malgus. And we're going to summon our fantastic creature. Let's see what we get. Oh yeah. The RNG god smiling upon us. We got the Watcher. I would call this guy the Beholder, but he's called the Watcher. And he is freaking awesome. Kind of disgusting looking, but he's got some great abilities, some great stats. A nice floating monster tier 3. Definitely going to put this thing in Macha's army. Going to send the Hunter to Lucius the Beastmaster in Beetletown, which is kind of fitting since that is a Druid unit and he is a Druid. And now the Watcher can join Macha as she goes to clear out her first dungeon. The Ancient Ruins here. Let's end. Oh, look at what it unlocks. Okay, so it makes your pikeman units better. But we're not going to really produce any pikeman units. Our only pikeman unit is the High Elf Union Guard, which are tier 1, which we're not going to be messing with. Okay, so like other dungeon areas, only one army can enter this fight. But that's all we're kind of using right now anyway. There's a mass curse on the battlefield, which is really annoying. You can disjunct this. Disjunct is how you get rid of enchantments in the overall strategy layer and on battlefields like this. How much would it cost though to disjunct it? I think it's a lot. We probably can't even do it. Yeah, we don't have the casting points to disjunct. Because last turn we used magic, well, in fact in the same turn we used magic fist twice. So Watchers, he's upset. Why are you upset? Because of the mass curse. Hasn't got a lot of defense or resistance really, but he's got a lot of hit points. He's floating. He's got this thing called Doom Gaze, which does good damage on 2 channels. That's spirit damage and physical damage, and can petrify the target, which makes them do nothing. He's got some really good melee too. On 4 channels, he's got some blight damage, some physical damage, some spirit damage, and a little bit of air damage because of Farseer Macha's army buff that she's got. Okay, so what are we up against? Some Tigran Bards, some Monster Hunters. Monster Hunters are Warlord units. Bards are Rogue units. There's a Berserker, that's another Warlord unit, and another Bard. So this should be a relatively easy fight, I think. Okay. Actually, what spells do you have, Izinia? Oh, you have Last Stand. That's a pretty good spell. We're just going to charge these guys. We're not going to use Warcry. It's actually better to use Warcry in a situation where you're going to get multiple attacks, because that +3 damage will trigger on each attack. Oh, Griffon Rider, unfortunately, can't reach this Bard to finish her off. Look at these guys, though. These guys are up to 95 hit points at elite rank. Awesome. They're now tireless. No action points spent on retaliation or attacks of opportunity. Big, big deal in protracted melee fights. Let's move them up here. In fact, Macha might try and use her Stunning Touch. 45% chance on the Berserker, 40% chance on the Monster Hunter. Let's do it. It's risky, although of course she does have Resurgence. And they resisted the stun, so she's now in a really bad position. But she'll be okay. There's the Bard. We're going to move up and Doom Gaze. Doom Gaze only triggers once. 40% chance to petrify, and they resisted it. Phantasm Warrior can't quite get into combat. It's the one downside of the Phantasm. They do float, but they move kinda slowly. Everyone's in position. Let's see what these mixture of Bard and Warlord units can do. They're going to take down Macha. Yeah, down she goes. She'll be alright. Oh, Bards are charming my guys, who are now taking shots at my own army, which is fantastic. Luckily, if we kill the Bards, their charms will wear off. So this guy's going to come in and kill these guys. So now Izinia's back under our control, and the Watcher is actually going to move into melee combat with this bard to guarantee a kill, maybe. Unless he rolls really badly. There we go. Big damage off that guy. Don't know why I always called him a beholder. You're pretty gross, but you're fantastic. So now I can use my Phantasm Warrior again. Move in on the Berserkers. Oh, he can just float over that wall. Of course he can. So move in there. 32% chance to shock these guys. Shock increases the damage you take from air. So they have a way to buff their own damage if they can shock people. How's your net at getting these guys? Only 35%, so just shoot your pistol. And Izinia can use her war cry and avenge the falling of Macha. Do some big damage to these guys. Very nearly took them out completely there. So we win this next round. Oh, those guys sprinting away. When you sprint, you don't take any attacks of opportunity. You're getting a flanking hit on a Griffon. Izinia takes those guys out. And we're going to try and get her some more XP over here with a flanking attack with her crossbow. Leveled her up, nice. Let's try and level up our Watcher as well, because these guys are freaking amazing. Where can we actually get a shot from? Here? Okay. Very little damage from there, but it's enough to finish him off. And that guy actually leveled up in his first fight. What are we going to get from this little dungeon? We got a Stick of the Frost Witch. What is this? Oh, it gives you the Frostbolt's ability. Why is that legendary? That is very strange. Oh, Frostbolts probably has a chance to like freeze you or something. And a little bit of knowledge. Or we can take 200 gold, which is very, very tempting. That is very tempting. We could rush things with that, but I do want to kind of see what this is. It's legendary. Let's take the stick. We'll give it to Macha so she can have another ranged option here. Frostbolts, what do they do? It's literally just some cold damage, I think. Damn it. We should have taken the gold. Oh well. We got a little bit of research out of it too. Now we're gonna, I think, clear out this quarry. We also want to clear out this little water feature down here. In our cities, we want to build up some freaking military, because I'm afraid that someone's just going to roll up on us and decide that we're not strong and attack. We're getting this mana vault, which is important because it ups our mana cap. Can we rush this for 100 gold? Sure. What are you producing, Odthway? You're getting a stone wall next turn, which will envelop this tomb, which we haven't cleared out yet. It won't actually get that crystal tree. We need another. It will get that quarry though. That's good. Race governance level up. Next level, where we got high elf protector military. Unicorn rider now has a 1-turn cooldown on phase, or public baths give another 100. I think we'll get this because I don't see us using unicorns going forward very much. Research magical structures is good. Treasure sites give us some more mana. I think we might go for sorcery too though. The mounts are fun. Let's get sorcery first and then we'll try and get that mount. Upgrade your hero. Izinia's leveled up. Again, she's a bodyguard, so we want to buff her personal stats. Let's get her resistance up again, sure. And her defense up. She's up to 15 defense. Need to try and work on her hit points though, maybe. Confirm army movement. This is our scouting wisp to the south. There's a watcher guarding that thing. Can't believe we lucked out and got that tier 3 option. There's a lost library. You can clear that out and get a, usually it gives you a spell or something, which might be fun. You are heading down to Malgus. You meet Gustav. Who are you? You're the dwarf. And you are relatively friendly right now. Where did I meet you? Oh, he's doing a weird camera thing again. Okay, chill out. Bilotan produced a temple. Nice, more income for our mana. So, do we summon another fantastic creature, or do we wait for our next tier of creatures? I think we summon again. We need boots on the ground. Let's get another one. Maybe we'll get lucky again. Oh, Leandris with a tribute. Do we get a small army or a little bit of gold? I'm going to take the units. Yeah, they're giving me 3 this time. A couple of swordsmen and an initiate. Nothing super special. But we can send them over to help protect our capital city of Bieltan. Note that if you have armies in the hexes around the city, if you bring up the grid, it's a bit easier to see. They will contribute to city defenses. So you can stack up a huge amount of defense. And if you cover all of the hexes, any invading army would have to get through something before they actually get to your city. Griffon Rider. Oops, what did I press? I don't know what I pressed. I'll put you on camp mode. Don't want that. Go towards Althway, please. This hunter is going to join Lucius the Beastmaster. And Macha is going to attack this quarry. Oh, they have a flyer. This is the tier 3 Draconian unit. Good damage and good mobility on that guy. Oh, they want to run away. I didn't check my neutrality. If I close this, will it give me this option again? So I'm minus 100, so I want to actually let them run. Just make sure I... Whoa! We got some cool stuff out of here. Epic torso item. Gives you regrowth. That is freaking awesome. This is an ability that trolls have, which are a tier 3 unit. Also, the druid can get regrowth when he's really high level. Druid heroes and leaders, archdruids that is. We've got a shield and a little bit of gold. We will take them and we'll give them to our bodyguard, Izinia. She's actually already got a shield. What is this? This is +1 defense and protection from frost. This is +2 defense against non-flanking attacks. We'll give her that. And then... who do we give this to? This shield here. We can send it over to Malgus. There is a courier system, thankfully. Take 2 turns to get over to him. And he can have that. Nice. He's in here getting some good loot. Upgrade your leader. Macha just leveled up. Mend Magical Being. Now this is something that can target magical origin units, which are the things that you summon. They also help heal them up between turns. So we're definitely going to get that. Floating would also be nice. But we might just save... okay, let's get the spell magic, because that can be really important. Confirm army movement. Looks like Leandris wants to join us now. Keep moving our Wisp along. And this is where Gustav is. So Gustav is to our south. The Dreadnought. Leandris wants to join us for 102 gold. Sure. Welcome. And now they need some defenses. And we are going to rename you to another craft world, maybe Simhan? Sure. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. Let's get your builder's hall. Let's get your storehouse. And let's get your shrine. We need to get you some defenses as well, because you're completely unprotected right now. In fact, these guys can go back in here and defend it. Get back out your boat, fellas. I think we'll try and... we'll clear out this crystal tree. So it's going to be a really nice little city once it grows a little bit, actually. One of our best. Let's fight these fellas. Some apprentices, a wisp, and something else. So Izinia is at level 6 right now. Macha's at level 5. It's a cool looking map. These big crystal things. What is this? Dampening field. Alright, don't cast spells here because they cost a lot of mana. Watcher's going to move up and take a shot. Maybe at the wisp just to get it out of the way. Nobody's out of range. Can only shoot this thing. Doom Gaze was resisted. Phantasm Warrior can move up. High Elf Griffon Rider down to 72 hit points. He's really happy. We're in preferred terrain, apparently. We're going to move up and defend. Phantasm Warrior can defend. These awesome little Lost Mariners moving up, and Izinia's going to move up and shoot her crossbow at these fellas. Range penalty on everyone. And Macha going to just move up and shoots either her frost bolts or her shock bolts. Guess it doesn't really matter. This will do slightly more damage. Lost Maras don't have much movement speed, do they, on land? Ouch. Gonna try and focus down my Griffon rider. He'll be okay. Tanked a lot of damage for us there. Teleports in for a flank, of course you do. This should outright kill these guys. Nice. Again, Phantasm Warrior can't quite get into combat. Mariner's going to move up and shoot their pistol. Range penalty, but some decent damage there. Boom. Izinia's going to charge these guys. Maybe charge the healthy guys, actually. Because Macha can charge these guys. And we want to tie both of these units up so they can't use that dangerous ranged attack without moving away. So let's get Warcry up. And Izinia can charge these apprentices. Maybe finish them off, yes. And now it's the Griffon's turn to charge, but unfortunately it's only going to be a single attack from that orange hex. And next turn we win. Either those guys are going to try and... No, they're just going to defend. And there's regrowth going off, as you can see, from that awesome armor we got her. That is quite a find. And we'll give her some more XP. There we go. Clear that out. We're going to get for it. We got a helmet. +1 defense, +1 resistance, and spirit protection. It's worth a lot of gold, though. And we are pretty low on gold, but that is a nice item. I think I'm actually going to take that item and put it on Izinia, who's getting some nice gear. It's a lot of gold to give up, but we'll take it. And now we're going to try and clear this out, because this will actually envelop into our empire immediately, because it's in the domain of Samehan. Oathway produced its stone wall, so now it's got that quarry in there. And this dungeon, we're going to come try and clear out that tomb next, I think. It's epic level, but we should be okay. And next turn. Only producing 17 mana per turn now. That's going to become 1 mana per turn once we get this fantastic creature on the field, which will be next turn. Okay, now we want our mount. Well, rather the ability to summon mounts, and then we're going to get magical structures to try and get some more mana income. We're actually making less mana because we were getting more mana from this guy being a vassal. But that will change once it expands to the crystal tree, which will happen faster if it's within our empire. Hunter, move up into Lucius's army. Gonna go after that sea site, but we need to spend an entire turn just embarking, unfortunately. I think humans can embark quicker, which is one of their traits. We might be able to try and take that tomb with Malgus. Doesn't have a very strong army, lots of tier 1 little fellas, but he does have that Griffon, does have that Phantasm Warrior, and we can give him this fantastic creature maybe. Although, if we summon an animal, like a Wyvern, I think that counts as an animal. It might count as a monster, actually. Either way, I think the Druid has nice buffs for that kind of thing. We're still scouting around. Alright, you can't join this army because there's too many people in it. Take out one of the swordsmen, and the Griffon can join. There we go. Swordsman, camp. Let's move up. Can we move? Okay, next turn we'll go and see what's inside the tomb. You don't need to fight it, necessarily. Okay, you guys are going to defend Samehan. Can we rush anything here? Is it worth doing so? 100 gold? Sure, we'll rush it. Get that builder's hall up. New summon coming. What are we going to get? Hopefully we get another Watcher for one of our armies. That would be pretty awesome. Let's see what it is. We'll summon it in our capital. Looks like we got a Griffon. It's a tier 2 and it does count as an animal, so our Druid fellow will actually have some good buffs for this guy going forward. We will remove the Swordsman, camp you outside, and Lucius can take the Griffon. Is it worth you moving out and clearing some stuff? It might be. Let's do so. Get you some XP, see you in action. So it's going to be up to this Swordsman to defend our capital city all by himself. But in 5 turns we'll have a Griffon Spire to start producing Griffons. But after that we're going to get a few Longbowmen and a High Elf Storm Sister, I think, to help defend Biltan. Oathway can now build something else. What are you going to build for me? Temple, please, for more mana income. And an observatory for research. Oh, these guys need a baths as well. Because we struggle with our morale because of the terrain there. Wisp still scouting through here. Macha's gonna fight this little sea battle, but first Malagus's shield has arrived, so we can put that on. Nice. We could just auto combat this, but I want to show you the kind of weird sea combat. You can actually get proper seafaring vessels that can shoot and stuff, but I barely ever get them because there isn't much sea stuff to do. But as you can see, every unit gets its own little ship to walk on, unless you are a floating unit or an aquatic unit like our Lost Mariner. Let's just move everyone up. They all just defend. They both just defended their first turn. Let's not go too far up with our Griffon. He's kind of injured. And they defended again. Do a little bit of damage with that. Zinnia's going to shoot a crossbow. Watcher with his Doom Gaze. Not a huge amount of damage yet. Everyone just move up. The big tier 4 adult Krakens are very scary. Ow. Phantasm Warrior can get a flank. Big damage. Took them out. We're going to try and get some XP on our Watcher, I think. Oh no, I should have used his melee attack. Let's try and net this Kraken. 50% chance. Resisted. Zinnia, Warcry. Finish it off, please. Nice. I didn't check what the Watcher gets as it levels up, I don't think. What do we get from here? A little bit of gold. But now this is in our territory, so we get some gold and some population from that. Farseer Macha's in trouble in terms of her health. So at elite rank, this guy gets Inflict Daze, and a veteran Inflict Spirit Breaking, whatever those things do. Can't quite remember myself. So this island is now fully cleared out. So as Samehan grows, it will get some nice bonuses. We're going to bring Macha down to start clearing. Oh, we're going to clear out this Eldritch Pit, I think. So we'll just land on this shoreline. I think this is a legendary dungeon, so we might not want to mess with that quite yet. Next turn, I can start summoning mounts for my heroes, which will be fun. Get some really cool mounts in this game. Where's that Wisp at? Here is that Hall of the Forefathers legendary level From what I recall, though, this is not actually that bad because it contains Frostling units, which obviously only go up to tier 3. So it's not like there's going to be a tier 4 in there. It's not easy, but it's not the hardest thing ever. So Gustav has at least 2 city borders that I've seen, which is kind of scary because they look like big borders for big cities. Macha's going to move up, try and land here. This is a legendary forbidden Sanctum. We can have a look in there to see what's guarding it. What is this thing? A Sage Hut. Receives Race Governance XP. Don't remember that thing being in the game. Griffon Spy still 4 turns away. We'll take that 150 gold to rush it. I'm not going to spend that. Oh look, we get a little bit of production from the haste berries. That's pretty cool. You are gonna go back to Bieltan. Lucius, gonna get into your first fight and destroy this little farm. Oh, they want to run away. Let's let them run. Gave us a little kobold, which is just a tier 1 monster, but we're gonna take it just for defense purposes, I think. Put it in our capital city. So a little kobold is defending our capital city right now. What does he have? I can't look. There we go. Some physical and blight damage. That's pretty much it, really. Has some buffs underground, but we don't have any underground areas. And we can move right on to... Is this a gold mine? It is a gold mine. And Oathway will eventually absorb this gold mine, so it is worth clearing it out for sure. Let's move in. Can see our Griffon in action. Can see our Beastmaster in action. Unfortunately, there isn't any animals here because the Lucius could try and befriend them. Does have this thing as well, Nourishing Meal. Increases maximum hit points of a unit by 15 and gives them plus 100 morale, so they are more likely to get crits. He is in terrain he does not like. This guy is a Draconian Maroon. No, he's not. He's an elf, right? Yeah, he's not a Draconian. So we must be in tropical terrain here, which I don't like. Hunter. What are you? Night Watch. We've got Jesters and some Pony Riders. Of course we do. You're going to move up here and try and... Oh, it's not... It's only a 1 hex range net. It's not like the Mariner's net. Here's our Griffon. Pretty basic animal. Does have first strike though. Can fly. Some decent melee damage, but nothing special. Do we attack head on with our Griffon? I don't think we do. We can buff our Griffon with Nourishing Meal. That's what we're going to do. Yum, yum, yum. So you get more hit points and more morale. But you're still not super happy. Now I feel a bit more comfortable moving in on this Night Watch. High Elf Union Guard can help fight these ponies over here. So we'll move them up and put them in defense. High Elf Apprentice behind this rock, I think. And maybe get a ranged attack on the Night Watch. There we go. 3 channel damage right there. Longbowman. And there's our first turn. Not a huge amount of damage output. What are Jester's up to? Ouch. Oh, got a nice flanking attack of opportunity with our polearm there. Don't die, Griffons. Do not die. And more flanking with our High Elf Union Guard. Big, big damage. And now they can be finished off by the Apprentice. Sweet. Lucius. What spells do you have? All you have is Savage Rage, which buffs an animal quite nicely. It's only 7 mana. So we're going to do it. We're going to move further. Oh, these guys are almost dead. And don't actually have any way to move. We might actually lose our Griffon immediately. If the Jester decides to shoot them, I don't think it'll quite kill him. But you never know. We line of sight blocked here? Oh, we are. Let's move here then. At least we're line of sight blocking the Griffon. Why is this guy smoking? I don't know. Oh, that's the nourishing meal, I think. Can you get a longbow shot from over here? Not quite. Freaking jesters. Halflings are the bane of my existence in this game. Listen, didn't shoot my Griffon. It's going to be a... Ouch. A flanking attack, though, on that Union Guard. And now Lucius can get some killing done with his longbow. Nice. Everything survived. And we'll get a decent amount of gold, hopefully. Oh, 43, not too much. What is this thing? Vault of Knowledge. When explored, adds plus 20 knowledge when inside your domain and gives you a focus chamber, which buffs your arch units. I don't think... It might expand that far. Lucius can chill out and research. Magical structures, I think, for some more mana income. We badly need it. We're at +1 mana per turn right now. We are going to summon an extraordinary mount. Where's Farseer Macha? Oh, she's over here now. Fine, we'll just drop it on the... Does she have movement? No. Next turn she will. We'll just drop this on the floor. And we'll collect it next turn. Uh-oh. So this is something I didn't talk about. There's things called Empire quests, which are... Where are they? They're right here. No, they're not. Empire quests. These are basically achievements that you can do. Basically, the first time that something happens, you get some bonuses for it. So, Eternal City just happened, which means someone in the game, who I haven't met yet, just got their city up to maximum level, which is a metropolis. So, someone's doing well out there. And they're probably going to quickly kill me. Okay, I want to see what this mount is. It's going to be an egg of some kind. That'll have to hatch. A hunter spider egg. That sounds like something Lucius would be riding as a druid, so we'll send it to him. Cool. We can go ahead and summon another mount. Right over here. Pick it up and see what it is. It's a fire wyvern egg. We'll keep that on Macha, although we might give it to Zinnia, because that will help her get into combat quickly. Okay, let's have a look at what's inside this. Oh, we can't right now because we just came up on that cliff and it ate all of our movement. Upgrade your hero, Malgus. You're going to get defense command, I think. Everyone in your army getting +1 defense. Very, very nice upgrade. And also give yourself some martial arts, because we want you to fight a little bit. This is Lucius. What is defending this? Just an apprentice, some wisps, and a serpent. Sure, might as well clear it out. And we'll leave that fight to the next episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.